Kissimmee, Florida for the first Bassmaster Open of the season. I'm going all out this year. I'm doing all 9. It's been a dream of mine to make the Elite Series, and yeah, we're going all out. Big thanks to my sponsors, family, and friends. Without you guys, there's no way I could do this. There's absolutely no way. So thank you guys. It means the absolute world to me, and we're fired up. We made it to Florida. It's very cold back home, so it's nice to be in the warm weather around some big largemouth. I'm doing a new series this year called the Elite Series Chase, and basically we're gonna be filming everything, the ups, the downs, practice, the actual tournament. And again, yeah, good or bad, we're filming it. We're gonna put everything in, and just a video showcasing the journey and what it's like to be on the road and stuff like that. And I'm excited. It's not easy to make the Elite Series at all, but I don't care what anyone says. If you put your mind to something, you can make anything you want happen. So, boat's locked and loaded. Lots of rods in the boat, lots of baits. We're ready to go. We're gonna hook the truck up first thing in the morning to get this thing started. Welcome to the first episode of the Elite Series Chase. We'll see you in the morning. Sun's just rolling up. We're headed to Kissimmee today. I spent a lot of hours on Toho idling around, marking grass lines, bald spots, and I ended up coming up with like 2 zones that I found fish on. And I don't even know if they're gonna be there come the tournament. Tournament's not for another 5 days. The weather's changing. It's supposed to get really warm, which could push some big females up. It's hard to say. I don't fish in Florida enough to really know, but it's been cold for a couple weeks, so typically with that first warm snap, you'll have some big ones move shallow. So we're gonna do Kissimmee for the next few days. Might do Toho on the last day just to see if they're still around in that area, so I don't waste time on day 1 fishing for them. Yeah, it's cold today. It's 40k winds, 6 degrees all day. The sun's shining though, bluebird skies. Gonna do more looking than anything today. Just looking for good zones. Ooh. Woo! That's a big one. Man, that felt so good too. We fished this whole area, not a bite. There's Kissimmee grass mixed in with all these scattered pads. And I was just slowing right down, picking every square foot of it. Boom! That's a good one. Hey?
It is.
Hopefully we got onto something here. There's a lot of Kissimmee grass, so we're gonna keep flipping it. There's mats pushed up into the grass. It just looks nice. There's a big spawning bay right here. They're obviously not up there yet, and there's nowhere else for them to go but out on these clumps. Let's get her back in. There she goes. We're gonna keep fishing around. We're gonna start shaking. That was the first bite I got in here, so there's probably 20 big clumps of Kissimmee grass, and the ones that have mat in it I think are the best ones. And we're just punching the mats that's pushed up in the grass. I don't know, we'll see if we can get some more bites. I think he let go. He's gone. Felt like a good bite too, first drop, dunk. So if you can see right here, there's a massive pad field, and then you have all these clumps of Kissimmee grass, and the mat that's pushed up on is just making it that much better. Should probably put a waypoint, eh? Knowing me, I'd forget. One more bite, I'm out of here. Massive cold front rolled in. It is freezing. Dad's bundled up. He's been wearing minus 30 degrees mittens. We brought Canada with us. So I've done Kissimmee the last couple days. Not a big fan. 80% of the lake is pretty muddy. 100% of the lake is low. It's super low because the locks were closed for over a month. They weren't drawing any water into the lake, and it is tough. I ended up getting that one good bite, shook a few off, fished it really quick, and then I came back to the area, put my head down for like 3 hours, and like really picked it apart, fished it good, and I didn't get another bite. So I think it's kind of a fluke. I mean, I might go back there. More fish might pull in there, but it seemed like a really good area. I don't know, my gut's kind of leaning more toward Toho. I think I'm going to spend the rest of my practice on Toho. We have 4 days left. We have lots of time. So far I got nothing to go off of, but again, we got lots of time. I love fishing offshore grass. And to run to Kissimmee, it's a big commitment because you got to go through the locks. And if you're going to do all that, you best be on them because you only get about 6 hours fishing time compared to 8 or 9 on Toho. So, I mean, I kind of have to play it safe. Like, yes, of course I want to win, but at the same time, I need good points. I'm trying to qualify for the Elite Series. The ultimate goal is the top 20. That would be unreal. But, I mean, I do not want anything less than a top 40. You can't have any bad days. You definitely can't have a bomb, which is, 100th or worse. Those are no good. So we just got to make sure we catch 5 a day. I think if you catch 12 pounds a day, you'll end up getting a check. You'll have a pretty good tournament. So we're going to stick it out on Toho. That's what my gut's telling me to do. We're going to go offshore, look for some juice offshore, and hopefully figure it out. We got a few days left, so lots of time. Let's do it. We're gonna get the boat organized, ready to rock, and put in some work this week. Looking forward to it. Stay tuned. We're just feeding some birds right now. Not crazy. Gonna feed the pets, launch the boat, and go have some fun today with Dad. He's pretty fired up. He got in the tournament. He'll be fishing. So we gotta get him used to everything and get his confidence up and some baits. It's gonna be a fun week. Found another nice little zone. 2 casts, 2 fish. Not big ones, but it's one of those zones where I think big ones will use it. Another one. Absolutely loaded. Again, this is just a nice, unique spot. There's an inside weed line closer to the bank. I'm way offshore, but on the inside weed line, it's, you know, weed for miles. And then there's an outside weed line here. No weed out in the main lake. And then the 2 weed lines meet and form a point. And at that point, there's hard bottom. North of the point, there's no weed. South of the point, it's chock full of weed. So it's basically the end of this giant flat. And it's just a perfect staging point. Massive spawning bay right here. I mean, I don't think these exact fish are gonna be here come tournament. It's just one of those perfect spots where they'll stop and stage before they move up and spawn. Big one. Absolute giant. That's good. Like I was saying, I think it's a spot where they're gonna stage before they move in. Absolute tanker. So catching that, there's tons down there, so I can afford to sting one big one. Well, that came quick. It's already day 1 tomorrow. It's been super tough. I mean, for me anyway, I haven't got onto a whole lot. I'm literally banking on one zone. It's a small spot. Pretty sure other guys know about it. I mean, with 240 guys fishing, I haven't seen anyone on it, but chances of someone, 1, 2, 3, or 4 people knowing about it is pretty likely, considering all the anglers fishing this event with the electronics we have nowadays. I mean, I'm just hoping I get a good boat number. I haven't checked up on this area in 3 days. 3 days ago it was loaded. Big ones, small ones, medium-sized ones are schooled up. There's a bunch of fish on it, and you know, I'll know pretty quickly tomorrow. I'll know in 5 minutes if they're there or not. I can see them on my live scope. And yeah, if they're not there, I have a very grindy day that ahead. Like it's tough. Other than that one zone, I'm just covering water with a jerk bait, fishing isolated clumps out in the main lake, bald spots. But it's like I haven't found any groups. It's like one here, one there. Yeah, fingers crossed they're there. Regardless, it's gonna be a grindy day. But you know, I like grindy tournaments. Looking forward to getting out. I like not knowing. Yeah, we'll see you guys in the morning. Day 1 here on Kissimmee Chain. Let's go get them. Yes. Shimano World Minnow in his face. That's a big one, boys. Hey? Good. Shaking. Shaking. Oh. I didn't even know I had them. Saw that one eat on live scope right at my trolling motor. Yeah, that's a good one. Got 5. Yeah. We're on track. Not a big one, but she'll help. No, that's 6. I got a call. There's the good one. Nice one, eh? Yeah, 5-er. Wish I had 4 more to go with them. Decent day. Had all my fish at, you know, before 11 o'clock anyway. And bike completely shut down. So tomorrow I got to really capitalize on the first, you know, hour, 2 hours of the day, because that's when I'm gonna get bit. We're gonna go weigh these fish in and see what we got. I think I have around 12 pounds, which I'm actually stoked about. I said if I could catch 12 a day, I'll be happy. Get a top 30 or 40 maybe. Good points. Out of shape.
Two gallons out of Ontario, Canada. Come on up, 5 fish in your bag. You fish high school, right?
I used to, yeah.
Thought so. Came all the way through our high school series. I love seeing that. Now he's walking across the Open Series stage. 5 fish, good start at 13 pounds, 8 ounces. Gonna jump you up to 16th place.
Yeah, perfect.
We can hold those up. You made a run at, was it the St. Lawrence River last year?
Yeah.
Yep, top 10, right? There you go, nice job. 13-8, 16th place. So a good start right here.
Thanks guys, appreciate it.
Tomorrow. Who got Stephen Davis.
So after day 1, we're sitting in 20th place, super stoked, but at the same time, it's, you know, the whole thing that was going through my mind was I need 5. If I can catch 5, I'll have a decent derby. If it's a small 5, I might drop, you know, 20, 30 places, but I'm still not out of it. It's not a complete bomb. I mean, like I was saying, like, for this, I was kind of fishing completely different because I need 5. If I was trying to win the thing, I'd really gamble. But when you gamble, a lot of the times it doesn't work out. That's why we call it gambling. And so I just played it safe. I went and tried to make sure I caught 5. Rolling out into day 2 in 20th place, solid start. We go to my primary zone, roll up. I caught 2 fish and I sat on it for an hour and a half. Another one. And didn't get another bite. I knew it wasn't happening. So I just tried to adjust a little bit. I ended up going to the bank and flipping shallow pads, punching mats, and just trying to scrounge up 5. I ended up catching 2 more keepers doing that up shallow. I caught one on a horny toad and caught one flipping. I went back to my primary zone, and I actually pulled out a Carolina rig, like I was saying. 2 weed lines form a point, and there's a shell bed right on the point. Super textbook. So I went back and I figured if I just slowed down, maybe I can get a bite. I pulled out a deception worm, an X-Zone deception worm, June bug, threw that on there, and within like 10 minutes I caught a keeper, which was my 5th fish, and I was super stoked about it because, you know, it was only a pound, but a pound in these tournaments goes such a long way. I think if I didn't catch it, I would have dropped like 15, 20 spots, which is huge at the end of the year. Again, went flipping the rest of the day, went like 3-4 hours without a bite, but I did catch 5, and that was my goal rolling into day 2. And we finished the tournament off in 42nd place. I wanted a top 20, but I mean, 42nd is definitely not a bomb, and we got some good points rolling into the next one. Decent start to the season, and big thanks to all you guys for watching, my friends, family, and sponsors. Couldn't do it without yous, and big thanks to my dad. He ended up coming down for this one. He actually fished the tournament. He got the good old skunk both days. He didn't catch one fish, but you know, he had a blast. It was such a cool experience for him. Big thanks to him. He was making me lunches every day, dinners every night, and it's awesome having him around. It's like having my own pit crew, so thank you, Dad. And yeah, we're just here in Palatka, Florida right now. We're just about to actually go watch the elites weigh in here on the St. Johns River. We're gonna hang out here for a few days and then do some more fishing around here. There's tons of lakes with big bass. The weather's starting to get warm, so the fishing should start to get really good here. But yeah, thank you guys. Stoked for the next one on Lake Cherokee. Hopefully we can catch them there. There's some big smallmouth. Looking forward to that one. Thank you guys for watching. See you at the next one.